In recent years, Africa has undergone a transformative journey, one that unearths the resilience, innovation, and economic potential of a continent bursting with opportunity. It's time to redefine this place with limitless possibilities. I am Magatte Wade. This is A New Image of Africa. From Cape Town to Cairo, Africa's cultural wealth stems from its diversity of talented cultural professionals who are powerful catalysts for peace, sustainable development, human rights, and innovation across the continent. Unlock the magic of Africa's cultural expressions through our many arts, festivals, and celebrations. Africa's cultural economy is a melting pot and a booming opportunity for hungry investors seeking vibrant new ways to grow their fortunes. Let's take a look, shall we? Africa's tourism sector is playing a huge role in the global economy. The best part is that it is growing every single year. By 2030, consumer spending on tourism, hospitality, and recreation is estimated to reach around $261 billion, almost double the reach it had in 2015. The tourism industry contributes 5% of Africa's GDP, 30% of service exports, and an estimated 235 million jobs to the continent. So, if you're a culture vulture, listen to where you could be making your mullah. According to UNESCO, Africa is home to 103 of the world's finest heritage sites. From Tanzania's Kilimanjaro National Park, home to Africa's tallest mountain range, to the cradle of humankind in South Africa, to the smoke that thunders, Victoria Falls in Zambia. Our African heritage sites attract international visitors all year long. There are hundreds of festivals celebrated throughout Africa, like the popular Nairobi Festival, a platform for youth and locals to immerse themselves in the city's culture through fashion, food, music, and talent. Similarly, Kampala and Cape Town host festivals that attract people from around the world. Fashion weeks are a way for young African designers to showcase their incredible craft, with Lagos Fashion Week being a dynamic marketplace for fashion professionals, designers, buyers, and investors looking for the next best fashion trend. According to UNESCO, there are now 32 fashion weeks sprawling across the continent. To many, Africa is considered the planet's creative hotspot. It has given us creative geniuses like Fela Kuti, Miriam Makeba, William Kentridge, Burna Boy, Trevor Noah, Alika Dangote, Davido, Abiy Ahmed, Sadio Mane, and Ladysmith Black Mambazo. When entertainment giants like Netflix and Warner Music Group dive headfirst into the market, hungry for African talent and content, you must know something's up. It's clear that there are vast investment opportunities in talent development, production infrastructure, and global market expansion. Everybody likes their fair share of bling, and in Africa, we really bling it up. The Africa costume jewelry market size is projected to reach $1.7 billion by 2032, growing at a compound annual growth rate of 9.2% from 2023 to 2032. The opportunities are endless for cultural wealth in Africa. Magatte Wade from Senegal knows exactly that. She came up with the idea to start a beverage company when she visited her native Senegal and found that cola had replaced traditional hibiscus drinks. Worried that the drinks and the heritage would be lost, she took action. So, what excites you most about Africa's opportunities in the cultural wealth market?
On one end, you have a skincare industry. I think African skin is renowned in the world for being beautiful, right? I know that in the US, at least, they say black don't crack. Well, it's not just genetics. There is, this long traditions of products we use, whether it's for shea butter, to having oils from, ingredients like the baobab seed oil. So just lots of ingredients that are really, really potent, for the skin that we've been using forever, and it shows in the end. And last but not least, when it comes to, I think, music, I think Nollywood has been doing amazingly well. And actually Afrobeats, I don't know if people have been following, but at least in the US, the Afrobeat music scene has been taking over African American music in the US. So this is big, this is huge. So there's just a lot.
Where are the current cultural hubs of Africa?
I would say in West Africa, definitely places like Senegal. Senegal, especially when it comes to the fashion. There is a very developed fashion culture there. And what I like about what's going on there is that the fashion designers are not just designing with the traditional fabrics you can think of when you think of Africa, like the wax fabric that everybody, equates to Africa, which in a way, yes, it's African because we wear it, but it's not made in Africa. It comes from Holland for the most part, Vlisco. I think everybody knows about that. But still, the designs are beautiful. But beyond that, we're going back to traditional ways of weaving, the cottons that we grow and making beautiful fabric with it that then you can use to make clothing as well as home decor items. It's just beautiful. So in West Africa, I would say that Senegal, when it comes to fashion, and I would then move over to still in West Africa to Nigeria, especially on the music scene, as well as movie scene. Whether it's Nollywood for the movie scene. Although I'm one of those people who says that while the current Nollywood is great, I am excited about Nollywood moving up a little bit more into movies that are a little bit better done and with better stories. So I'm excited about that. But nonetheless, Nollywood has been amazing. And in Nigeria still, I think Nigeria is a big, cluster for Afrobeats, the Afrobeats I was talking about, that is taking over the world, literally. And then when you go down south to more Southern Africa, I love what's happening in places like Kenya, as well as in places like South Africa. What I think you're seeing in a lot of South Africa is what happens when African designs meet with European designs. And I think that intersection of design is just very interesting. And because of that, I've been following a lot of what goes on at Indaba, the Indaba conference. It's all about, the creative work. So that, and obviously out of Ethiopia, I think Ethiopia is really giving the world a sense of what can happen in the world of especially skincare. I don't know if you've been following what's going on with the Chebe, this special hair product and ingredient, that they used to mix because people there have very long hair. And, when it comes to the hair care product, that too has taken America by storm. So there's just a lot. There's a lot of money at stake here. And beyond all of that, I'm just very excited that, one can see products that are really fun and work for you. But on the other end, I'm seeing various parts of our African heritages just being passed on that way. That's why I love brands. I love brands, and I love, the cultural wealth market. It's just beyond financial opportunities. It is also an opportunity for Africans to really showcase their various cultures to the rest of the world. Very rich cultures, I would argue.
Africa's majority population is under 25 years old, and the UN projects that by 2050, 80% of the pipeline population is expected to live in urban areas and cities. The future looks bright for Africa's youth. Their innovation, drive, and creativity, blended with their diverse cultures, are bound to drive revenue streams you can only wish to be a part of. What are you waiting for? A new image of Africa. Picture it.